Our next guest can do a little more than make an ordinary balloon animal. Just take a look at this. Wow. Canada's balloon twisted team built this scene made entirely out of balloons. Mickey and Minnie Mouse are portraying Romeo and Juliet here. Now, approximately 21,500 balloons were used, and the build took, it took 27 hours, but it was all worth it because the team brought home bronze from the World Balloon Convention. Joining me now are members of that team, Linda and Drew Ripley, champions. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Right off the top of my head, I have to ask, how do you guys find out what's the path that gets you to this championship? How do you find out you have a talent for something like this?
Well, you start with anything. You start small and you slowly develop it over time, and then one day it hits you and you're like, I should go to a conference and see what happens. And then before long, you realize there's a bunch of you that are pretty good at it, and you keep developing, and you start picking up some smaller awards on the way, and here we are.
All right, Linda, let's talk about what we just saw there. How exhausting was that to build?
I'm a mother.
Now, when we say 27 hours, though, that's not 27 hours straight.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you worked 27 hours straight on that?
Well, actually, Drew and I worked about 32 hours because there was the prep time before and after.
Wow. And when you're putting something like this together, when you decide to build something like this in competition, do you know that it's going to turn out? I mean, do you have a sense that this will work? Or because gravity's a heck of a thing.
Gravity's a heck of a thing. We have a pretty good idea it's going to work because we've done lots of tests ahead of time, so we try to lower the risk. But it's still, in the moment, things happen.
And talk to me about your peers at an event like this. Are you amazed at what people are doing with balloons?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the most fascinating things is that the whole room's set up for all the competitions, and you'll see every team will stop and have moments where they'll look across and see what other people are doing, even in the other competitions. And every time I've gone to one of these events, it's the same thing where we're always impressed by the other teams.
All right, let's go over to our area over here because I want you to teach me a few things about
sure.
balloon twisting is what it's called, right?
Yeah, balloon twisting or balloon art.
Balloon art?
Sculpting.
Well, let's talk about art. First of all, thank you so much for this bad boy right here.
You're welcome.
This is incredible. Wow, so how long does something like that take?
That's about 2.5 hours. I got in late last night, and I made sure I got it done in time for you guys.
Okay, and I want to come over here and look at it because you've got all these little. What happens if something pops mid-design?
You fix it.
So you can.
It's in a lot of ways it's like yarn. So if I were to lose say a bubble right here in the middle, I'd tie it off on both ends. I'd pull out a replacement, and I'd fill in the space.
Okay, so what can you teach me? I'm a complete novice. What can you teach me about balloon twisting right now?
Well, Linda's actually going to start making an object, and I'll be able to show you the different sizes. So what we're used to seeing when you go to a fair and there's someone twisting balloons is we're making simpler items. That's usually based on speed. And what we actually have are a whole bunch of different sizes we can work with.
Okay.
So when you see a giant display, it's because we're using all these different sizes. So this is one of the smallest and skinniest types of balloons you can get. That's known as a 160, one for the width. Little balloon speak, so 1 inch is our width here.
Oh, well, look at this. Look at all these.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this gear. This is game-changing gear I'm noticing.
Oh, yeah. Every team member, if you look at the photos, there are members with all sorts of tools on them. They're just sort of a blur because you know instinctively where things are as you're producing items.
Oh.
She wants the balloon to be quiet.
Yes, of course. Oh, I thought you were telling us to be quiet.
No,
you want us to hear it.
Do you want to hold on to that for us?
Sure.
That's going to be part of our creature here.
Okay.
And then another thing that comes up is you can have different shapes. Like these are hearts.
Okay.
And when you see a heart, could you hold her heart for me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, wait a minute. When you use something like a heart, it's kind of interesting because you'll inflate it, you'll see it like a heart, but you can turn it into all sorts of different things just by how you manipulate it.
You can change this into something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm guessing that these pumps have saved your lungs from a lot of work.
Oh, here, you're going to have to do that one. Absolutely. Because if we were to mouth inflate, we'd probably all be just passed out after about 3 hours. We actually really don't recommend mouth inflating at all. Oh, I'm going to hold the heart.
Okay. This is fan. I don't know what's going to happen here. We only have about 30 or 40 seconds left.
Well, I think she's just about to finish it off by attaching the two pieces together. I'm actually going to help her with this one. So watch, we're actually going to, that happens.
Oh, no.
That's a balloon. So we can manipulate it, and we got a second bubble here.
Okay, I'm still holding this guy here.
Yep, and I'm going to take that from you right now. And Linda's going to take the second heart, put these two together.
Linda, talk to me, when you're doing something like this, Where does the thrill come from for you? What's the exhilarating part of being part of something like this?
Actually, it's actually helping people learn. One of my favorite things when I'm doing stuff like this is having people who have never done anything like this before and teaching them basic design so that they walk away knowing something that they didn't know before.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, where are we? Here, right here? Look at this. That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All the best.